Hello everyone. Today's August 14th, 2008, and I had my first ultrasound today, and the baby's kicking! I didn't feel any of that. I'm 12 weeks and 4 days pregnant, but I really wanted an ultrasound, and so I got one. She's pointing at the amniotic sac right now, and now she's pointing at the baby's heart, which is cute and fluttering. And all the white parts are bone, and baby just flipped a little bit. So you can see the spine and the head, and I really wanted to see the feet, but it's sitting crisscross applesauce, so I can't see if it has Pete's giant feet. Not yet anyway. Give me 6 weeks for my next ultrasound. Maybe we'll see some clodhoppers on there. And here's another funky angle. I think that's the top of the head, but I don't know. So here she's measuring the distance from the amniotic sac to the birth canal. Fun times. I had this ultrasound really just because I wanted an ultrasound. So I asked for what excuse I could have to have an ultrasound, and they said, well, just pretend like you don't know your due date and act like you have no idea when you got pregnant, so we'll do a dating ultrasound. So the first thing she's going to be doing is actually measuring me, and right now we're looking at one of my ovaries, the right one. The long view of my right ovary. It's very exciting, I know, and you all really wanted to watch this. But hey, so that was, oh, and I keep thinking that's the baby up top, but apparently it's not. And then she switches over to the left side, and apparently my left ovary is somewhere. I don't know where. It's super exciting. You can either fast forward like 20 seconds, or you can just stick it out and check out my sweet ovaries. Maybe look for the next baby. Anyway, do, and we're almost back in just a second. It's coming. Yeah, this was totally cool because I knew I was pregnant, but I didn't really believe there was like a person in me. And then I heard the heartbeat and I was like, yep, doesn't do it. And then I got my ultrasound, and now I'm like super excited and giddy and all that jazz. Oh, and we're still on the ovary. Super fun. There it is. Okay. The next thing she measures, there's a baby fluttering. The next thing she measures is she kind of starts from the bottom of my belly and goes up. And there's a really bad view of the baby in some weird angle. But in just a minute it'll be an awesome view. So hang in there. And she's pointing now at my placenta. That's that crescent moon shaped thing across the top. And it's sitting on the top and in the front on me. Which is good because it's not in the way of the birth canal. Okay, now we're looking at blood flow. She's pointing right now at my blood flow. That's my veins going into the placenta. And then this is the baby. That's the baby's heart right there. And that is the umbilical cord going into its little belly button. And then up top is more umbilical cord. And it looks curly and fancy. Okay. There's baby again. Okay, now we're going to hear the heartbeat. So I'll be quiet for a minute so you can listen. It's coming up any minute. And she said the average, the healthy range is between 120 and 180 beats per minute, and baby's at 160, so it's totally normal. Yee! Jumping bean! I love when it jumps. It's my favorite. I get the giggles. Okay, so since this is a dating ultrasound, they are measuring the size of the baby, and if you look across the bottom, it tells you in centimeters how big that is in actual size. And depending on the size of your monitor, you might be looking at the baby in actual size. And she measures it a couple times just to make sure that the measurements are right. I love when it wiggles. So cute. And she freeze frames each time she measures, so that's why it seems to just stop moving. Okay. So now we're looking at, it's going to switch in a second, and then it'll switch one more time. Across the bottom of the screen, right, today I'm 12 weeks and 4 days pregnant, and that's a for sure, because I took crazy, crazy meticulous records. But the baby is bigger than that. The baby is the size of a 13-week, 3-day-old. So baby's actually 6 days ahead on development and size. And I know for a fact that I'm 12 weeks and 4 days, for absolutely sure. So she didn't change my due date, she just left it the same in the system. So I got a big baby on my hands. Well, not in my hands, but, you know. I will have a big baby on my hands in about 6 months. Yuck, yuck. Anyway, now she's just going to measure the size of the amniotic sac, and then we're going to be done. Not nearly as fun as the very beginning. My favorite part is the first, 15 seconds or so. Watching a baby kick and jump around. It's so cool. If only I could see those flipper feet. Okay, so that's it, pretty much. That's the ultrasound. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I did.